He saved the alien child. Now her mother won't let him go. Cal's plasma torch sliced through the service hatch seal. Sparks died in the low-oxygen fog. He kicked the panel free. A small form twitched inside, blue skin paling under dim emergency strips. No one should move in that soup. The alien child gasped, tiny claws scraping durasteel. Cal lunged in. His gloved hands gripped her under the arms. She weighed nothing, all bones and desperation. Fog burned his suit seals. He dragged her out, boots pounding the corridor grate. Alarms wailed from the station core. "Got you," he muttered. Her wide eyes locked on his visor. Panic flickered there, then curiosity. She mimicked his breathing rhythm through her faceplate. Oxygen levels hit critical on his HUD. Cal yanked her close. He slammed his helmet seal against her faceplate. His suit's emergency vent hissed. Pure O2 flooded the gap. She sucked it in, chest heaving. "Hang on, kid." Cal scooped her up one-handed. His other arm cradled her head. He sprinted for the bay. Station klaxons blared. Bulkheads groaned under pressure seals. Docking Bay 17 loomed. His ship, the Kite, squatted like a battered hauler. Ramp hissed open at his approach. Cal bounded inside. The bay doors clamped shut behind him. Kite, med bay now. Full scan. He laid the child on the auto stretcher, it whirred to life, strap snapping secure. Acknowledged Cal, subject, juvenile Vorn species, hypoxia at 87%, core temp dropping. Kite's voice cut crisp from overhead speakers. Station security inbound, ETA 2 minutes. Cal ignored the ping from Dockmaster Rusk. He grabbed the stabilizer foam injector. Station protocols flashed on his wrist comm, quarantine hold, no Xenotech meds. Injecting anyway. Foam hissed into her neck port. Blue foam bubbled under her skin, hardening to seal lung damage. Her eyes fluttered. A weak claw patted his gauntlet. Station security pounded the ramp. "Mercer, open up that station property under protocol." Cal planted himself at the ramp controls. He overrode the lock. The ramp cracked open 6 inches. 2 armored figures shoved muzzles through. "Back off." Cal's voice boomed through external speakers. "She's crashing, need 3 minutes." Dockmaster Havel Rusk pushed forward, his jowled face red on the comm feed. "Salvage pilot, you breached a sealed zone. Child's under quarantine. Liability scan shows biohazard risk. Stand down or we vent the bay." 3 minutes. Cal crossed his arms. The child whimpered behind him. "You want her dead on your manifest?" Rusk hesitated. Security shifted boots. 2 minutes 45, Kite announced. "Stabilizer integrating, O2 sats climbing to 62%. Rusk snarled. "You're no medic, Vorn navigator inbound, her call but custody transfers now." Cal glanced back. The child, her tag glowed, Miri Vorn, curled toward him. She burbled, imitating his earlier breathing. Ramp stayed cracked. Security held position. 2 minutes, Kite ticked. Footsteps echoed outside. A sharp voice cut through. "Miri," an alien woman shoved past security. Sayla Vorn per the scan overlay. Taller than Cal, lean with silver fur streaking her blue skin. Navigator stripes on her jumpsuit. Eyes like lasers fixed on the ramp. "Human, open." Her standard was clipped, accented. Cal thumbed the ramp wider. Sayla bolted in. She dropped beside Miri, claws flying over the stretcher controls. "Stabilizer foam." Sayla's gaze snapped to Cal. "Human trick works." "Does for now." Cal stepped back. "Lungs sealed, she's tough." Sayla's hand clamped Miri's. The child cooed, claw mimicking Sayla's grip on Cal's leg. Security edged in. Rusk barked. "Vorn, protocol," Sayla whirled. "No, he pulled her from fog, my kit, my nav, now his salvage." She jabbed a claw at Cal. "Bond debt," Rusk sputtered. "Cross-species custody, station law." Kite's bay doors slammed shut. Thrust prepped, clearance denied by station. Cal met Sayla's stare. "Your call, navigator, but Miri's not docking fodder." Sayla scooped Miri. The child nestled against Cal's side, refusing to release his gauntlet. "We fly together." Rusk hammered the hull outside. "Mercer, you'll lose your license." Cal hit the controls. Kite hummed to life. "Strap in." Sayla buckled Miri into a jump seat. She took the co-pilot station herself. Claws danced over unfamiliar panels. "Nav charts, share." Kite projected hollows. "Vorn homeworld 4.2 lights out. Station pursuit vector live." Cal punched throttles. The Kite lurched free. Alarms screamed from the station. Docking clamps sheared. "They're firing trackers," Sayla said, her voice steadied. "Evasive." Cal banked hard. "Kite jam 'em." "Affirmative. Child stable at 78% O2. Mother, your biometrics sync to MedLink." Sayla nodded. She leaned into the turn, plotting jumps. Human pilots brute force, we thread stars. Miri clapped from her seat. She puffed her cheeks, copying Cal's helmet seal trick. Pursuit drones swarmed the viewport. Cal wove through debris fields. Sayla called micro-jumps. Their hands synced on controls, one blunt human grip, one precise claw. Got a clear vector, Sayla said. Trust. Cal glanced at Miri. The kid grinned, all teeth. Always for kids. They jumped, stars streaked, hours blurred in the black. Miri dozed against Cal's shoulder. Sayla watched him clean his plasma torch. You cut hatch blind, she said. No scan, why? Cal shrugged. Saw movement, kids don't quit easy. Sayla's ears flicked. Vorn Young die fast in fog. Station sealed us out, Rusk's rules. Rules bend. Cal handed her a ration bar. She sniffed, then split it with Miri. The child woke gnawing. She tugged Cal's sleeve, offering a bite. He took it. Sayla's gaze softened. Kite status? Cal asked. All green, Vorn physiology adapts to foam. Bondet noted permanent. Sayla snorted. Det, family now you protect, we guide. Miri climbed into Cal's lap. She traced his visor scars with a claw. Cal let her. Proximity ping. Sayla tensed. Patrol, Rusk's hounds. Cal gripped sticks. Your lead, she plotted. Tight fold, human thrust. They dove, drones scattered. Sayla whooped first crack in her shell. Miri babbled roots, mimicking charts. Cal chuckled. Navigator in training. Sayla ruffled her fur. Like her dam, like you. Homeworld loomed after 2 days. Orbital defenses hailed. Sayla responded in Vorn tongue. Clearance granted. Shuttle bay. Vorn medics swarmed. Miri clung to Cal. Sayla pried her loose. Stay, Miri whined. Sayla eyed Cal. He stays. Medics scanned. Foam saved her. Human mark. Elder Vorn approached. Navigator Vorn det. Paid in flight. Sayla gripped Cal's arm. Pack now, salvage with us. Cal blinked. Kite pinged softly. Recommend accept optimal crew. Rusk's face flickered on comm. Mercer, return, quarantine breach. Cal killed the link. Miri hugged his leg. Sayla stood shoulder to shoulder. Pack, he asked. Sayla grinned. Trust earned, fly. Miri tugged him toward the shuttle. Cal followed. The kite trailed in formation. Behind them, station dwindled. Rusk's threats faded. Family pulled harder. The curved blade nicked Cal Mercer's jawline, drawing a thin bead of blood. A Vorn female burst through the kite's cargo bay hatch. Fur bristled, eyes locked on him. She shoved past crates of salvage gear, straight for the med pod where her child lay. The blade, jagged, ritual-edged, hovered steady at his throat. Cal froze, hands raised slow. No sudden moves. Kids first always. The girl-child wheezed inside the pod, foam sealant bubbling around her crushed torso from the station collapse. Alive barely, his patch job. Back off, the female snarled in Vorn guttural, claws flexed on the hilt. Kite, Cal said, even voice low. Translate, full comm protocol. Affirmative, Kite replied through ship speakers. Smooth synth bridged the gap. Navigator Sayla Vorn, this human stabilized your spawn. Miri breathes because of his foam. Inject an airway tube. Check the readouts. Sayla's gaze flicked to the med screens glowing above the pod. Oxygen sats climbing, heart rhythm steadying, foam matrix integrating, no rejection spikes. Her blade wavered a fraction. She lunged past him, scooped Miri half out of the pod. The child mewled, tiny claws scrabbling at her dam's arm. Sayla scanned the monitors herself, nostrils flaring at the data streams. Airway, Cal said. Kite echoed it in Vorn. Blocked by debris. I cleared it manual. Foam adapts to your physiology, holds her together till medics. Sayla's ears pinned back. She cradled Miri closer, watched the tube snake into the girl's throat. A hiss of oxygen cycled. Miri's chest rose fuller. Sayla nodded once, sharp. Blade lowered, but not sheathed. Det, she muttered. Kite translated. You claim bond det. Cal shook his head. Just getting her home. Dockmaster Rusk wants custody. Quarantine protocol. Bull, we leave quiet. Proximity alert pinged. Kite's voice cut in. Custody officers inbound. 2 minutes. Bay lockdown imminent. Sayla's head snapped up. She clutched Miri tighter, eyes narrowing on Cal, weighing him. Human, salvager, not pack, but Miri lived. Cal stepped back, palms out, gestured to the jump seats lining the bulkhead. Harness for you both, strap in, I plot exit. She hesitated. Miri whimpered, pawing toward Cal's gloved hand. The child had latched on during salvage pullout, imitating his steady grip on the struts. Sayla growled low, then slid into the seat. Belt clicked secure around her, and Miri bundled in her lap. Cal dropped into the pilot chair. Fingers flew over the console. Kite, shadow burn, no thrust signature. Plotted, fold space-tight, evade patrols. Engines thrummed soft. The kite slipped from the bay like smoke. Station arms groaned past viewports. Sayla watched him work. Precise, no waste, her tail flicked. Human thrust, reckless. Practical, Cal said, gets us clear. Alarms wailed station-wide. Rusk's voice boomed over open comm. Mercer, stand down, that Vorn spawn is station property, quarantine breach. Cal killed the channel. Grinned faint. Not today. Miri cooed from Sayla's lap, mimicking the console beeps with gurgles. Sayla shushed her, but her grip on the child eased. She leaned forward, claws tapping a nav overlay. Debris field ahead, tight fold. Cal glanced. Her input shaved seconds off evasion. Copy your lead. They dove. Wreckage tumbled past, station scrap from the collapse he'd salvaged first. Drones swarmed in pursuit, lights stabbing void. Kite tagged, lock-ons, countermeasures. Cal punched flares. Drones scattered in blooms of false heat. Sayla whooped sharp bark of sound, first thaw in her glare. Miri clapped tiny paws, babbling root echoes from Sayla's earlier taps. Cal chuckled. Navigator trainee already. Sayla ruffled the girl's downy fur. Like her dam. Paused. Eyed him like you. Void stretched. 2 days burned to Vorn homeworld. Cal rotated shifts, monitored Miri's foam integration. Scans showed adaptation, Vorn cells meshing seamless. Human sealant, alien heal. Sayla quizzed him through kite. Why pull her, risk cargo? Cal shrugged at the pod readouts. Kid, non-negotiable, she snorted. Human soft, det noted. Miri toddled free once foam hardened. Climbed Cal's bunk ladder during his rest cycle. Traced scars on his visor with a claw-old hull breach marks. Cal let her. Woke to her curled against his side, purring. Sayla found them, no blade this time. She handed him a ration bar, Vorn protein weave. She chooses. Proximity ping again. Kite, patrol drones, Rusk's hounds. Cal gripped flight sticks. Your plot. Sayla slid beside him, claws on controls. Tight fold, human thrust max. They plunged. Drones fractured against shields. Sayla's whoop echoed louder. Miri bounced in the co-pilot nest, mimicking throttle pushes. Homeworld swelled on scopes. Orbital defenses hailed Vorn warble. Sayla responded fluid, dialect thick with fatigue lift. Clearance pinged green, shuttle bay irised open. The kite kissed pads soft. Medics swarmed, Vorn in hazard suits, scanners whirring. Miri clung to Cal's leg as they debarked. Whined when Sayla pried her. Stay. Sayla eyed Cal, firm. He stays. Medics clustered Miri. Probes danced over foam scars. Human mark, physiology adapts perfect, saved her. Elder Vorn approached silver-furred, staff-etched clan lines. Navigator Vorn, bond debt. Sayla gripped Cal's arm, claws dimpled suit. Paid in flight, pack now, salvage with us. Cal blinked. Kite pinged private. Recommend accept, optimal crew synergy. Human endurance pairs Vorn nav precision. Rusk's face flickered on Cal's wrist calm. Mercer, quarantine breach, return or forfeit license. Cal smashed the link. Miri hugged his knee tighter. Sayla stood shoulder to shoulder, blade sheathed but presence sharp. Pack, he asked. Sayla grinned, fangs flash. Trust earned, fly. Miri tugged him toward the clan's shuttle ramp. Cal followed. The kite powered up, trailing in loose formation. Behind, station dwindled to a speck. Rusk's threats Dopplered silent. Family gravity pulled harder, but as the Vorn shuttle sealed, Kite whispered, Incoming intercept. Rusk bypassed orbitals, heavy frigate inbound. Sayla's ears flattened. Human thrust, Cal nodded. Always, Miri squealed delight. The pack burned hot, new vectors locked. Sayla's clan holdfast loomed below, carved spires in rust canyons, wind howlers whipping dust. Shuttles banked hard into the bay. Cal braced as G's bit. Medics whisked Miri again, this time to full decon. Sayla shadowed but turned mid-stride. You dock here, kite interfaces are net. Cal complied. The AI synced seamless. Vorn charts flooded his HUD. Precision grids, fold anomalies mapped generations deep. Elder Vorn Hask, he learned, clasped Cal's forearm. Salvage blood proven, Rusk hunts debt, we shield. Gratitude hit quiet, Cal nodded. Mutual. Miri escaped decon first. Bolted straight to him, foam scars hidden under fresh wraps. She dragged a nav globe, mini hollow of homeworld roots, spun it, pointing flaws. Cal fix, he knelt, adjusted the sim. Like that, good eye. Sayla watched from archway, exhausted lines softened. She imitates your routines, harness checks, stick grips. Cal straightened. Pack learns pack. Rusk struck at dusk cycle. Frigate decloaked over canyon rim, torpedoes inbound. Kite blared, shields up. Cal sprinted to the kite's hatch. Sayla matched stride, Miri scooped in arms. Clan bays locked, your ship. They launched tandem. Vorn fighters peeled from spires, Sayla's kin, fangs out. Cal wove debris clouds. K-Kite's voice sliced through the cockpit alarms. Torpedoes locked, evasive pattern delta. Cal yanked the stick. The kite I bucked left, debris chunks pinging off shields. Vorn fighters streaked past, sleek darts with plasma fangs glowing. Sayla strapped Miri into the jump seat behind him. The child clutched her nav globe, eyes wide but steady. Frigate's main guns charging, Kite reported. Impact in 20. Sayla leaned over Cal's shoulder. Her scales rasped against his flight harness. Flank the rim, canyon vents mask your signature. Cal nodded once. He dove the ship into the rust storm, winds howled, visibility zero. Vorn pilots whooped over comms, triumph shrieks in their tongue. One peeled off, drawing fire. Explosions bloomed behind. Miri piped up. Cal, fix! She spun her globe, holographic roots flickering. Busy kid, but Cal glanced. Her tiny claws traced a fold point. Smart, he punched it in. Kite, verify. Route solid, jump viable in 10. Rusk's frigate loomed on scopes, blocky, armored brute. Station authority ship overgunned for pursuit. Torpedoes splashed shields. Cal's rattled teeth. Sayla snarled. He claims biohazard, my bloodline clear, lies for custody. Cal gritted. Not taking her. He rolled inverted, firing countermeasures. Flares lit the canyon like fireworks. Vorn fighters swarmed the frigate's flanks. Plasma lanced out. Hull plates buckled. But Rusk's guns answered, beams carving spires. Screams cut comms. One ally down. Shields at 60, Kite said. Recommend jump. Not yet. Cal targeted engines, missiles away, direct hit frigate-listed, venting plasma. Sayla gripped his seat. Clan debt paid, you fight like kin. Cal evaded another volley. Kids first, always. G-forces pinned Miri back. She didn't cry, imitated his breath, slow, steady. Frigate broadcasted open channel. Rusk's voice boomed oily. Mercer, stand down, child under quarantine protocol. Surrender or we glass the holdfast. Cal keyed Mike. Negative, she's home, back off. Laughter crackled. Human meddler, station law binds you. Sayla snatched the comm. Dockmaster, Vorn claim her, your protocols rot in void. Rusk paused. Navigator, Vorn, traitor to order, all three forfeit. Torpedoes inbound again. Cal spiraled, one grazed, alarms wailed. Hull breach, cargo bay. Kite, seal it. Cal glanced back. Miri unstrapped, crawled to him, offered the globe. Cal, jump now. He took it. Fold drive hummed. Vorn fighters formed wedge escort pattern. Sayla's kin saluting with gun flashes. Jump ready, Kite confirmed. Cal punched it. Reality folded. Stars smeared. They dropped out in high orbit, frigate light minutes behind, scrambling. Sayla exhaled. Miri climbed into Cal's lap, foam wraps crinkling. Pack win. Cal ruffled her frills. Pack wins, but scopes pinged. Frigate jumped in pursuit. Kite plotted intercepts. They're calling reinforcements. Station, fleet en route. Sayla's eyes hardened. Clinic first, stabilize Miri full, then we run. Cal docked at the clan's Spire clinic. Medics swarmed again, gentler this time. Elder Hask met them at the bay. Human proven, Rusk's grudge old, he lost salvage rights to your pull. Cal waved it off. Just flying. Hask clasped arm. Fly with us now. Miri dragged Cal to a healing pod. She poked controls. You check, like harness. He knelt. Ran diagnostics, human-style methodical, fixed a flickering scan. Medics noted it murmuring. Sayla watched. She bonds, copies your comm. Cal shrugged. Survival trick. Rusk didn't wait. Drones buzzed the spire, scanners probing. Kite jammed them. Intrusion attempt. Countermeasures live, Hask growled. He twists protocols, claims your contact contaminated her. Sayla scooped Miri post-scan. We lift, your ship leads. Cal prepped the kite. Loaded clan charts, generations of folds, anomaly maps. Vorn nav mastery, his piloting meshed perfect. Launch sirens wailed. Frigate closed, fighters deploying. Cal blasted clear. Vorn squadron matched, 6 fangs strong. Dogfight ignited. Cal wove thermals, locked a drone. Fox 2. Missile streaked true. Sayla called vectors from co-pilot seat. There, fold shadow. Her crystal pulsed data. Miri cheered from behind. Mama fix, Cal fly. One Vorn ship exploded. Cal's gut twisted. He broke formation, drew fire, shields flared, kite tallied. 2 hostiles down, hours at 4. Sayla's claws dug seat. Push the breach. Cal targeted frigate's jump coil. Volley hit, sparks flew, Rusk veered, but reinforcements jumped in 2 corvettes. Odds shifted. New plan, Cal said. Bait and fold. Sayla synced crystal, Miri pointed flaws. No, bad spin. Cal adjusted. Perfect line. They jumped tandem. Emerged in nebula, sensors blind. Vorn ships tight on tail. Rusk broadcasted fury. You harbor hazard, surrender. Cal ignored. Plotted clinic relay, neutral zone, Vorn allies, hours blurred, micro-jumps, skirmishes, Cal nursed shields, Sayla optimized routes. Miri slept on his shoulder, trusting. Final jump dropped them at the clinic station. Massive ring, Vorn healers inbound, frigate trailed, damaged, Dockmaster's face filled screens. Last chance, Mercer, child mine, Cal locked weapons. She's family. Vorn heavies decloaked, Alliance fleet, beams pinned Rusk, Hask's voice cut in. Protocol denied, Vorn blood clear. Rusk broke comms, frigate jumped out, tail tucked. Clinic bays opened. Medics rushed Miri final cleanse. Clean bill. Sayla turned to Cal, exhausted, fierce. You stay, Pack needs pilot. Miri tugged his hand. Cal home. He looked at the spires, winds howling below, Kite hummed approval. Crew slots open. Cal nodded. Always, but scopes pinged faint. Rusk's signature lingered, plotting. Kite warned. Shadow trail, he's not done. Sayla grinned sharp. Good, we hunt debt together. Miri spun her globe. New routes gleamed, pack vectors eternal. Cal strapped in, thrusters hot. Family forged in fire, deeper scans hit. Rusk's frigate rallied, backup from core stations. Quarantine fleet massing. They're calling it invasion, Kite said. Full blockade on Vorn space. Sayla snarled. He wants my girl as leverage, old salvage wars. Cal checked harnesses, Miri mimicked, clicking hers tight. Ready, Hask boarded with fighters. Human leads, we follow. Launch. Vorn spires receded. Nebula swallowed them. First skirmish, corvette wing. Cal dove debris fields, asteroid remnants from ancient wars. Vorn plasma carved hulls, his missiles finished. Sayla plotted escapes. Fold chain unmapped. Miri spotted glitch. Fix, Cal tweaked. Jump clean, fleet closed, Rusk's voice again. Surrender the contaminant, Cal keyed. She's cured, stand down. Human lies, battle peaked. Kite tallied kills, Cal's hands steady, salvage pilot grit. 1 corvette grazed them, air hissed. Sayla patched, Vorn quick seal. Miri hugged Cal's leg. Pack strong. Shields failed on a Vorn fighter. Cal rammed intercept, took the hit. Hull groaned, Sayla yelled. Fool! Saved kin. Cal rerouted power, guns live, final volley, Rusk's flagship buckled. Crew pods ejected, Rusk among them. Vorn tractors snagged them. Hask's voice, custody hours, trials wait. Orbit secured. Cal landed on clinic ring. Miri ran free, full health, frills bright. Sayla pulled him aside, archway shadows. Dead eternal, you chose us. Cal met her. Sayla's frills snapped wide, violet tips brushing Cal's jaw. Pack guard, you shield Miri, we fold to core nest now. Cal flexed his fingers against the archway bulkhead. Her grip pinned his arm like a docking clamp. No question in her voice, just order. He scanned the clinic ring beyond. Vorn medics swarmed Miri, scanners humming over her bright frills. Hask's fighters patrolled the landing pads, plasma vents cooling. Secure for now. Kite, Cal keyed his wrist calm. Status on the hauler. Clear skies, boss, fuel topped. But station chatter spikes, Rusk's allies probing from fringe relays. Sayla released him, eyes narrowing. Quarantine lies spread, they hunt my bloodline. She jerked her chin at Miri, who waved from the med bay hatch. Nest her, fly. Cal nodded once, practical. Kid needed rest, not crowds. He strode to the hauler ramp, Sayla matching his pace. Miri scampered after, frills fluttering, mimicking his boot stamps. Boarding hiss sealed behind them. Cal hit the cockpit lights. Console bloomed green. Kite thermal blankets and restraint straps, pilot seat adjunct. Deploying. Fabric unspooled from overhead bins, Kite's servos whirring. Cal yanked 2 blankets, folding them thick. He strapped the bundle beside his chair, cocoon shape, secured to deck mounts. Soft lining from spare flight foam. Miri climbed in without prompt, curling small. Her tail looped his ankle. Sleep tight, Cal said. He tapped her frill. She chirped, eyes drooping. Sayla watched from the co-pilot nook, claws tapping her knee panel. She snatched his multi-tool from the console, ratcheted it open, tested the plasma cutter, held it out, watched him. Cal paused mid-harness check. Tool stayed in her grasp, test. He extended his palm, flat. No grab, no demand. She clicked it back, frills easing a notch. Human steady, she muttered. No horde rage. Share what works. Cal locked the thrust yoke. Plot your fold chain. Her claws flew over nav screens. Vectors bloomed unmapped slips through nebula veins. Vorn's skill sharp as a laser grid. Miri coughed a wet rasp. Frills dimmed. Panic flashed in her eyes, chest heaving, small claws scrabbling the nest straps. Cal dropped to one knee, held up 3 fingers. Breathe, count. Tucked thumb to chest, then out. In Miri copied, frills quivering. 2 fingers, slow palms up-down. Her cough hitched, steadied. 1 finger tapped temple, smile. She giggled, rasp fading. Signal good, Sayla said. She mirrored the 3-finger breathe, practicing on herself. Frills synced. Pack code, you teach nestling, I log. Cal rose, keeps panic caged, simple wins. Jump primed. Hauler shuddered free of the ring. Vorn's spires blurred to stars. Sayla slotted the first fold, reality stretched, snapped. Nebula haze engulfed them, hours blurred. Cal ran diagnostics, hull patches holding, power coils green. He portioned ration bars, protein dense, no allergens per kite scan. Miri nibbled hers, then stacked the wrappers into a tiny tower, copied his console wipes with a cloth scrap. Sayla synced her routine. She wiped her nook, stacked her tools mirror to his. Guard shift, she declared, pointing at him. You watch voids, I plot hunts. Her voice carried weight like assigning a fleet wing. Cal chewed his bar, copy, wake me on glitch. Miri tugged his pant leg, held up 3 fingers, breathed big, grinned. Cal pack. Frills flared around the cockpit. Sayla's gaze lingered on him, fierce, appraising. Human chooses kin over scrap, rare steel. Proximity ping spiked. Kite's voice cut in. Drift signatures, 3 corvettes, Rusk marked, quarantine runner codes. Cal yanked the yoke. Evasive weave, Sayla your chain, fork it. She slammed overrides. Fork live, debris veil ahead, old war scrap. Miri burrowed deeper in the nest. Cal flashed 2 fingers, palms steady. She nodded, tail thumping. Corvettes burst from nebula fog, plasma lancing. Cal rolled hard, salvage reflexes, threading wrecks like needle eyes. 1 corvette grazed a derelict girder, shrapnel pinged their shields. Missile lock, Kite barked. Cal fired countermeasures, flares bloomed. Sayla's plots twisted them into a wreck cluster. Vorn plasma carved the lead ship's engines. It vented, spinning wild. 2nd corvette dove. Cal matched, ramming its blind arc. Hulls kissed, sparks flew. His guns barked point blank. Wreckage flowered. Miri chirped signals back. 1 finger, smile tap. Cal winked. Last corvette broke, engines flaring, retreat. Sayla locked tractors, yanked its nav core for intel. Rusk pods rerouted. They call you contaminant vector. Cal checked Miri, frills full bright, nest secure. Fold next. Slip hit clean. Vorn core worlds sharpened on scopes, spire clusters, trade lanes thick. Dock pinged. Incoming hail station authority, Havel Rusk sigil faded but echoed. Unidentified hauler state cargo, quarantine holds on Vorn young. Sayla snarled. Lies. Miri clean med logs transmit. Not enough, the voice grated. Human pilot dock or impound. Cal eyed Sayla, her claws flexed on his armrest, claimed. Kite ghost the signature, Sayla's lead. She punched evasive slips, slid them into a maintenance lane, drones scattered. Core nest loomed, Vorn home spire, frill-marked docks. Landing claws bit true. Airlock cycled. Miri bolted out, frills rainbow. Clan elders waited, scanners confirmed, cheers erupted. Sayla blocked the ramp, gripped Cal's harness. Guard stays. Pack nests here. She pressed a clan bead into his palm, warm metal etched voids. Your slot, Miri calls. Cal pocketed it, practical, kid thrived, but her eyes held no out. Elders approached. 1 scanned him, frills twitched. Human steel, saved Vorn blood, Sayla shoved forward. Pack, he folds with us. Miri tugged Cal's hand. 3 fingers, breathe, smile, kite pinged softly. Boss, clan scans clear you, but outer relays chatter, Rusk allies massing trials. Cal straightened. Sayla's frills brushed his shoulder. Bond sealed in action, no escape. A shadow flickered on scopes, probe drone, quarantine branded. Incoming fast. Rusk's bounty ping blasted across the relays, flagging Cal's hauler as stolen medical cargo. Red hazard icons swarmed Kite scopes. Alarms whooped. Multiple signatures inbound, Kite snapped. Cutter squadron station marked, ETA 3 minutes. Cal yanked the docking clamps. Sayla's clan elders froze mid-cheer, frills flattening. Miri clutched his leg, eyes wide. Strap in, Cal barked. Sayla overrides on the clamps, Kite kill transponder, full ghost. Sayla dove for the co-pilot station. Her claws flew over the board. Clamps free, but Vorn docks lock us, Rusk jammed the lanes. The ship groaned free. Cal punched cold thrust, drifting them into the spire's debris shadow. Twisted hulls from old collisions cloaked their vector. Kite vented coolant in microbursts, masking the heat bloom. Miri whimpered, frills quivering violet. Cal ruffled her head tendrils. Easy, kid, we slide quiet. Elders scattered from the ramp, vanishing into the spire's vents. Sayla's frills lashed. Rusk claims Miri cargo. Lies he wants human leverage. Or the ship, Cal said. Doesn't matter, Kite scan borders. Lock-on confirmed, Kite replied. Armored cutter mag clamps hot, grapples deploying. The deck shuddered. Cutter claws bit hull. Airlock klaxons screamed. Sayla snarled, claws gouging the armrest. They breach now. Cal grabbed his tether line and hefted the hydro wrench. Meet 'em head-on. Sayla, spool the jump drive, microburst on my mark. He slapped the airlock panel, inner door sealed, outer cycled. Vacuum bit his suit seals. 3 boarders floated in Rusk enforcers in hazard orange, pulse rifles raised. Helmets gleamed under strip lights. Human pilot, the lead barked over suit comm. Step aside, quarantine cargo secured by station auth, ship impounds. Cal uncoiled the tether. Cargo's a kid. Clean scans, stand down. Protocol, the lead growled. Hands up. Cal swung the wrench low. It cracked the lead's knee servos. The enforcer bucked. Cal snapped the tether around the man's harness, yanking him off axis. 2 more lunged. Pulse fire scorched bulkhead. Cal twisted, wrench parrying a rifle barrel. He hooked the second's arm, slammed him into the third. Suits sparked. Kite, repressurize outer, Cal yelled. Air rushed. Boarders tumbled, boots magnet-locked, failing. Cal reeled them in like fish, tether whipping. One fired wild, bolt grazed his shoulder plate. Sayla's voice crackled. Jump spool hot, Mark. Now, Cal roared, the ship lurched. Microjump ripped space. Grapples sheared, boarders pinwheeled into the void, tethers snapping free. Their cutter reeled back, engines flaring retreat. Cal hauled the airlock shut. Inner door hissed open. He staggered to the cockpit, wrench clanging. Sayla punched stabilizers. Miri clapped, frills exploding rainbow. Boarders vacuumed, Kite confirmed. Cutter withdrawing. But relays chatter, Rusk escalates, full pursuit vector. Cal slumped into his seat, shoulder sealant hissed, pain a dull throb. Good work, Sayla, plot core ward, deeper spire. Her frills brushed his arm, deliberate. You fight like Vorn pack. Wrench over guns. She pressed a claw to his pauldron. No leaving, Miri nests you. Miri crawled into his lap, mimicking his tether coil with tiny claws. Cal guard, boom bad men, he chuckled, wincing. Kids trust glued faster than hull patch. Yeah, boom. Spire clusters thickened on scopes. Trade lanes swarmed freighters, drone swarms. Vorn home core loomed, a glittering hive of frill-marked docks and vent tunnels. Sayla slipped them through a cargo drift, evading patrols. Rusk allies block ahead, she said. Elders signal nest safe, but trials mass. They claim you thief. Cal checked med scans. Miri's vitals steady, no quarantine flags. His own shoulder knit under autodock. Kite, spoof a salvage tag, blend us. Affirm, Kite said. Tag live, heat masked. Dock clamps engaged soft. Airlock cycled to a shadowed berth. Vorn elders waited, dozens now, frills at attention. Scanners word over Miri first. Clean, cheers rippled, a wave of chittering calls. Sayla gripped Cal's harness as he unstrapped. You dock here, pack slot. Miri bolted out, elders swarming her. One ancient approached Cal, scanner probing his suit. Frills twitched green, approval. Human steel, the elder rasped in broken trade. Saved Vorn blood, folds with us? Sayla shoved forward. He folds, pack bonds. The elder nodded, etched a frill mark on Cal's gauntlet with a claw tool. Warm metal bead from before warmed his pocket. Miri tugged him down, 3 fingers linking his. Breathed deep. She mimicked his salvage routines, checking seals, coiling lines. Kite pinged private. Boss outer scopes hot. Rusk probe drones circling spire perimeter. Bounty doubled. Cal straightened. Sayla's shoulder pressed his, no space. Elders parted, leading to a nest chamber. Woven vents, glow pods, Miri's tiny berth stocked with human-style ration packs she'd borrowed. Rest, Sayla ordered. Then trials, Rusk comes, you fight with pack. He nodded, practical. Kid safe, clan fed him glow fruit that knit wounds faster than meds. But her eyes locked, no out claws. Bond sealed in wrench swings and jumps. Night cycle dimmed. Miri curled against his side, frills synced to his breath. Sayla watched from the nest edge, claws tapping nav plots. Human normal, she murmured. Tether pull, wrench hold, Vorn sing epics. Cal shrugged. Just salvage keeps kids breathing, her frill brushed his. Our salvage now, Kite whispered. Boss, incoming tight beam. Rusk personal, surrender the vessel or spire lockdown, Vorn Young re-quarantined. Fleet signatures massing. Cal sat up, Miri stirred clutching his sleeve, Sayla's claws flexed fierce. Pack stands, she said, debris rattled the hull, probes scratched out her skin. A new ping lit scopes, not Rusk. Vorn clan fleet frill sigils green, allies jumping in, but Rusk's cutters breached the outer lanes, guns hot. First shots glanced the spire shields, Cal grabbed the wrench. Kite spool evasive, Sayla, she grinned, frills flaring. Together. Miri beamed. Boom time, shields buckled, cutters closed, cutters spewed plasma bolts. The nearest grazed Cal's port shield, sparking blue arcs across the viewport. Kite hard burn, Cal slammed the throttle. His salvage hauler lurched, engines howling against the spire's docking clamps. Clamps released, Kite snapped. Evasive pattern alpha, Vorn allies sinking fire control green on 3 vectors. Sayla strapped into the co-pilot seat, claws flying over nav overlays. Her frills snapped wide, syncing data bursts to the incoming clan fleet. Cutters flank left, jump node blind spot, thread it. Miri clung to Cal's leg, eyes huge. Boom time, she mimicked his grip on the wrench, tiny claws locked. Plasma scorched the hull, alarms wailed. Cal rolled the ship, dodging a lock-on ping. Vorn frigates jumped in, frill sigils glowing green on scopes. Their beams lanced out, shredding a cutter's wing. Rusk's lead ship powering rams, Kite warned. Impact in 20. Cal yanked the stick. Sayla plot intercept. He trusted her eyes sharp as his old salvage scopes. She nodded, frills pulsing. There, wreck field drag slow them. Her claw tapped a debris cluster from the outer breach. He punched it. The hauler dove into tumbling station scraps. Cutters followed, guns blazing. Cal weaved, wrench ready for close work if they boarded. Vorn fire raked the pursuers. One cutter exploded in silent fire. Rusk's voice crackled over open channel. Mercer, surrender the Vorn Young, quarantine protocol, your vessel impounded. Go salvage your own rules, Cal muttered. He fired thrusters, slingshotting off a girder. Miri cheered, frills fluttering, Sayla's laugh cut sharp. Pack fire! Her clan ships closed the noose, tractors yanking cutters into crossfire, shields flickered. A final cutter rammed past, engines trailing plasma. Cal boosted after it, matching speed. Kite medscan Miri. Stable, glowfruit knitting cuts, human baseline elevated, adrenaline normal. The cutter veered toward the enclave gate, massive iris doors ringed by guard drones. Rusk's play blocked docking, force handoff. No, you don't. Cal armed grapples. Salvage mode kicked in his specialty. Sayla synced. Clan tractors live, pull with us. Vorn ships latched on. Cal fired his. The cutter bucked, dragged off course. It spun, venting atmo. Crew ejected, pods snagged by drones. Gate irised wide. Cal's hauler surged through, Vorn escorts flanking. Drones scanned, green lights flashing. Dock confirmed, Kite said. Enclave secure, guards inbound, armed per protocol. Cal killed thrust. The hauler kissed the berth. He unstrapped, scooped Miri. She nestled against his chest, frills soft now. Armed guards swarmed the ramp, rifles up, visors down. Dockmaster Rusk strode behind, data slate glowing. Mercer, hand over the child. Quarantine hold, your involvement ends. Cal planted his feet. Wrench in one hand, Miri in the other. She's breathing fine, my scans say clear. Rusk's mandibles clicked. Human clearance irrelevant. Protocol, Sayla shoved past elders, frills rigid. Mother's claim, her voice cracked like a whip. Claws barred the guard's path. Vorn blood calls Vorn law. He fights with pack. Guards hesitated. Rusk sputtered. Navigator Vorn, the human's a liability. Liability saved her. Sayla grabbed Cal's arm, towed him forward. Miri waved at the guards. My Cal, elders murmured. Frills shifted colors, respect greens. Rusk's slate beeped denial, but Sayla's glare pinned him. Screening line, she snapped. I escort. She marched Cal through the cordon. Drones hummed scans, needles pricked, lights flashed. Sayla's claws never left his sleeve. Miri giggled through it all, imitating the beeps. Clearance pinged. They burst into the enclave proper, vent-woven halls pulsing with glow pods. Sayla veered sharp. Clinic first. Cal nodded, Miri heavy but warm. Guards trailed at distance, Rusk's eyes burning holes. Clinic doors hissed, medtechs swarmed, tentacled, precise. Vorn Young status? Stable, Cal said. He laid Miri on the berth, her frills drooped, eyes heavy, techs probed. Dehydration trace, cuts healing, odd accelerant. Human glow fruit hack, Cal said. He rolled sleeves, grabbed a sterile pack. Rig this IV drip slow feed matches her mass. Tex blinked stalks. Human triage specs. He demoed needle angle clamp twist. Salvage field mod keeps fluids in shock out. Miri perked. Cal fix, she copied his knot tying on a bandage scrap. Sayla watched, frills tight, a tech nodded. Efficient, applying. Rusk loomed at the door. Clinic clear, custody transfer, Sayla spun. Out, her claw barred him. Med-tech shielded the berth. Cal stepped beside her. Practical kid first. Rusk retreated, drones buzzing retreat. Sayla scooped Miri post-scan. Quarters, now. She led through glowlit tunnels. Vorn eyes tracked whispers of human wrench pack. Her quarters, nest chamber redux, vents woven tight, berth stocked with his ration packs. Door hissed shut. She palmed the inner lock sealed. Cal set the wrench down. Kid good, Sayla nodded, frills brushing his arm, no space. Trials tomorrow, Rusk pushes quarantine. Clan votes. Miri tugged his hand. Stay, pack. He ruffled her frills. Till clear, Sayla's eyes locked. No outclaws, you wrench, we nav, Vorn epics need humans. Kite pinged his implant. Boss, Spire scans, Rusk massing legal drones. Clan fleet holds lanes, but lockdown vote in 6 hours. Cal flexed hands, practical. Plot counters, Sayla grinned, pulling nav screens live. Together, Miri synced breaths with his. Door rattled, Rusk's voice outside. Open for inspection, Sayla's claws flexed. Cal grabbed the wrench, bond tightened. No leaving now, plasma alarms blared anew. Drones breached vents, Rusk's endgame. Pack stands, Sayla hissed. Cal nodded, Miri clutched tight. They moved as one. Drones whirred through the vent grate. Cal swung his wrench. Metal crunched against chassis. Sparks flew. Sayla slashed with her claws. One drone crumpled. Vents sealed. She jammed a panel shut. Miri huddled behind Cal's legs. Her frills quivered. He scooped her up one-handed. Kite, countermeasures. Affirmative, boss. Kite's voice hummed in his implant. EMP pulse deploying. The air crackled. Remaining drones dropped like stones. Silence fell. Rusk's voice boomed from the door panel. Mercer, surrender now. You kidnapped a Vorn miner. Warrants filed. Cal set Miri down. She clung to his knee. Sayla's eyes narrowed. Lies, he saved her. Open up, Rusk barked. Station security en route. Sayla palmed her calm. Public tribunal, now Enclave Spire Central Dais, broadcast live. A chime confirmed. Tribunal summoned, 15 minutes. Cal checked his wrench, dense from drones, practical fix later. Your call, Sayla nodded, frills flared. Clan sees truth or we fight. Miri tugged his hand. Pack goes. They moved. Sayla led through tunnels. Vorn eyes watched from shadows. Whispers rippled. Human stands with Vorn. Station alarms faded. Crowds thickened at the spire lift. Scales and frills pressed close. Cal kept Miri shielded. Lift doors hissed open. Central dais loomed, a glowing platform ringed by hollow screens. Clan elders perched on high ledges. Rusk waited below, drones hovering at his shoulders. Warrants projected in red. Kidnapping, quarantine breach. Sayla strode forward, Miri on her hip. Cal flanked them, practical, back her play. Tribunal convenes, an elder intoned. Voices amplified across the enclave. Feeds linked to fleet channels. Rusk stepped up. Dockmaster Havel Rusk, evidence, human Mercer extracted Vorn child without clearance. Logs show unauthorized docking. He harbors quarantine vectors. Hollow screens flickered. Cal's ship footage looped, him prying Miri from wreckage. Sayla countered. Navigator Sayla Vorn, present counter logs. She synced her pad. Cal's ship data streamed live, Kite patched in seamlessly. Kite AI Mercer vessel transmitting full sequence. Screens split. Bounty Hunter signatures pinged near the wreck. Cal's intercept, lasers carving hulls. He docked amid debris. Med scanner beeped, Miri critical, toxins flooding. Crowd frills rustled, murmurs rose. Med data, Sayla pressed, vitals flatlined pre-rescue. Post stabilizing under human protocols. He purged the rot, no vectors, saved her. Rusk jabbed a claw. Irrelevant, no clearance, custody to station. Elder leaned forward. Human, testify. Cal stepped to the dais edge, kept it plain. Salvage run, wreck lit up my scopes. Bounty pings inbound. Kid inside, barely breathing, pulled her, ran meds, that's it. Screens replayed his voice logs, calm, factual. Tox levels critical, administering synth blood, hang on, small stuff. Miri waved from Sayla's arms, imitated his words, hang on. Laughter rippled, frills relaxed, Rusk snarled. Self-interest, he profits from salvage, Cal shrugged. No claim filed, offer restitution, work your docs, fix what needs fixing, no punishment needed. Elders conferred, whispers buzzed feeds. Sayla seized the pause, Vorn claim. Under Enclave Code, Section 7 Alpha, rescuer bonds to pack. Cal Mercer integrates. Permanent berth, Vorn quarters, he wrenches. We nav, fleet needs this. Crowd erupted. Claim accepted, human pack. Rusk's drones twitched. Overruled, this violates. Elder silenced him. Tribunal rules, bond sealed, drones stand down. Cal blinked, permanent. He glanced at Sayla, her eyes locked, fierce, grateful. Miri ran to him, hugged his leg. Pack home. He ruffled her frills. Practical. Kid smiled. That counted. Sayla pulled him aside as crowds dispersed. Berth prepped, your rations stocked. Kite links to clan net. Kite pinged. Integrated, boss. Vorn firewalls solid. Rusk stormed off. Drones trailed, but lanes cleared. Fleet ships held position. Back in quarters, Sayla unrolled a berth mat beside hers. Nest woven, vents tight. No out clause, epics demand it. Cal tested the mat, firm. Works, kid first. Miri synced her breathing to his, little chest rising, falling. Sayla watched. Frills brushed his shoulder. Door chime, elder delivery, official writ. Mercer Vorn pack, berth assigned. Cal scanned it, legal, binding, plasma alarms, silent now, but Kite whispered, boss outer docks, Rusk rerouting patrols, not done. Sayla grinned, nav screens lit. Plot with me. He nodded, wrench ready, pack stood, they worked late. Sayla traced lanes, Cal flagged hazards. Miri helped, stacking tools, dawn cycle glowed. Miri curled between them. Sayla's claw rested near his hand, trust built. Action by action, Cal flexed fingers, practical, this felt right. Station shuddered. New alarms, Kite blared, breach, bounty signatures returning. Sayla bolted up, pack moves. Cal grabbed Miri, wrench in pocket, they charged out, tunnels swarmed, Vorn rallied. Human pack leads, Rusk's voice broadcast, quarantine lockdown, all non-Vorn detain. Drones swarmed ahead, Cal swung, Sayla slashed, Miri pointed, vent. They dove, Kite guided, clear path to bays. Fleet docked. Sayla's kin waited, claws bared. Brother wrench to the lead ship. Cal boosted Miri aboard. Sayla followed, ramp sealed, engines thrummed. Acceleration pinned them. Rusk's station receded, drones pelted shields. Sayla palmed controls. Nav live, your scans. Cal patched Kite, hazards tagged. Clear vector, jump in 5, Miri clapped. Pack jumps, shields held, jump flare engulfed them, void stretched, safe, Sayla turned, eyes soft. Home enclave, 2 cycles, you birth permanent. Cal nodded, no argument, kid slept sound, Sayla leaned close, frills warm, Kite pinged private, boss Vorn net, Rusk sanctioned, your logs viral, hero tag trending. He ignored it, practical, pack breathed easy, but scopes pinged. Shadow signatures trailed, bounty redux. Sayla saw it, grinned. Together. Cal gripped wrench, bond tightened, family forged in fire, Miri stirred. More wrench, he chuckled. Always. Ship hummed, cross-species pack unbreakable, Rusk's endgame just beginning.